I call Fletcher Tabato.
Sir, I just want to conclude the debate today by sympathising and acknowledging those who have spoke in the House on just what's wrong with smoking. There is no debate from New Zealand First that smoking is a problem that kills New Zealanders. There's no debate on that. And in fact, what I do sympathise with even more was one of the members of the Māori Party who talked about all the programs and initiatives we need to make cessation a success. But that's not what we're talking about here today. What we're talking about here today is a taxation measure put on, and everyone agrees, the poorest members of New Zealand society. They will suffer the burden of this more than anyone else. And that member over there shrugs her shoulders and shakes her head, but it will affect Māori disproportionately and it will affect Pacific Islanders disproportionately. So let's put that into the perspective of the debate we are undertaking today. So this is the measure of the sincerity of this government. Rob from the most needy, yes, they should stop, but they can't, and this 10% rate is exactly the wrong amount. Remembering what the health professionals told us in Select Committee, this will not achieve anything in terms of helping the uptake of cigarette smoking. People will continue to do so, and in fact, we will continue to, we will get more revenue to the sum of $425 million from those most at risk. What we see, sir, and Mr Lotuinga said it himself, that this is a stopgap measure where we take from those who can least afford it to fill in gaps from the health budget, which is underfunded in the first place. So we have to ask the question, and why is it that I find the cynicism of the government so unacceptable? It's because let's tax the poor, but what has this budget done in terms of funding quit programs? Nothing. Not only have they done nothing, but the funding for those types of programs have decreased. Where is the logic in that? Every member in this House has spoken of the need for support programs and wraparound services, and yet the funding in this budget for those very programs is going backwards, Mr Speaker, and couple that with a rate that does the exact opposite of the intent for which it was purported to the House, and you will not only achieve nothing, you will achieve the exact opposite of the stated proposition of this piece of legislation. It will go backwards and it will do far more harm than good. So, show me the money? No. Let's actually help people, stop persecuting them, support them, lift them out of their addiction. What does this budget tell us about this government's true attitude to the people of New Zealand? Get stuffed. More money for cessation programs? Get stuffed. More money actually directed to smoking costs in the health budget? Get stuffed. Can't quit? Get stuffed. The government's not only not adding more money to the budget to help people to stop smoking, they are decreasing it, sir, and I say yet again to the members of this House, this bill will not only not achieve its stated intent, it will do the exact opposite. Thank you, Mr Speaker.
The next call is